And recording. Hello and hello and welcome to a Toonkind FPS. I am Inky, and today I will be playing M1A, the little UFO. And with me is my good friend.
Hello, it is me, Arsa Obsessions, also known as Avi, and today I am playing Little Tally Mark, baby, child.
The babiest of babies, the ultimate baby.
Extremely baby. Trademark. And today we are playing our FPS Shadows and Saucers.
It's a good
Get
name.
it? Because shadows and UFO. There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah!
Oh boy. Now, Abby, what is Tally up to today?
Well, Tally has been, the past couple months of her existence has been very chill.
Oh, awesome. It's what she deserves.
Yeah. She's starting to go to school. She has a family now, and it's super rad. She keeps meeting new people, and it's very cute and adorable, and she's just very happy.
Oh.
It is very good.
Yes.
It's good hours for Tally.
That's so good.
Mm-hmm.
It's a relief for Tally.
Oh, yeah. And part of Tally having chill time is that now Tally gets to just wander around sometimes. Like, Tally likes to go out sometimes and visit friends and whatnot, and or just explore around Toontown.
Nice.
Yeah, because sometimes even though Tally is loving family time is very good. Family time is still new.
Family time is a lot sometimes. Yeah.
It's a lot. And sometimes you need a little bit of alone time so that you can recharge the batteries.
Oh. Yeah.
Listen, Tally is used to the environment of being alone.
Yeah.
She's not used to the environment of, I have a sibling and dads, and there's a lot.
There's a lot. I have a big family all of a sudden.
Big family. Very sudden.
Yeah.
So I'm imagining Tally on this day is just walking about the streets of Toontown, just taking some her time.
Awesome. Would Tally like to roll a perception check?
Perception. It is time to perceive. What is your perception, Tally? It is that. That's 10.
Well, okay, I can give you something. Tally, you don't see anything out of the ordinary in the streets, but you hear something quiet. I want to Query, what is it?
Oh.
I am tired. You can go. Chifley teacher is not far from here. Should we go back?
I am going to roll stealth. As Tally perks up at the sound of these voices and is very curious. What is the stealth? That is a 24.
That's a 24. You blend into the brickwork. You just slither across the shadows. And I say because of that high stealth, you do end up with your self-awareness in this stealth, you do end up hearing where the voices are coming from. And they're just around the corner in a small alleyway. Not a threatening looking one, just a fairly well lit one, just out of the way. And
one of the nice alleyways.
One of the nicer alleyways. There's
the ones that have soft shading and pink colors, not the ones where it's darkness.
Yeah. There's flowers.
And obviously meant for tension.
Yeah, there's flowers growing out of the cracks in the concrete. Yeah. It's nice.
I'm just
And-
picturing Tally like sneaking across like one of the walls, and then she rolls across the alleyway, and then somehow she's materialized in the trash can and is peeking out of it.
Yes, excellent. Hey, you see, Tally, you see two strange creatures, little flying saucers. I do not know if Tally has seen a UFO or knows what one is.
Well, I think at this point it would be safe to say that she has maybe interacted with Short's kid at least once.
Yeah. You
But
see,
even then, I don't know if she would have been introduced, that's the word, to alien technology in those interactions.
Yeah.
So perhaps this is all very strange.
Well, you see two little UFOs, and one has like a blue, slightly green eyes, and one functioning eye, and they look a bit tired and a little bit withdrawn. The other one is bright yellow-eyed and is staring back at their friend with what looks like concern. And they say, Let us go back to Chifley teacher's place then. And the other one with the one eye suddenly shakes their head and says, I will go to Chifley teacher's place. You wanted to go out for longer, didn't you? And M1A, the unknown UFO shakes their head and says, no, I must make sure you are safe. And the other UFO says, no, I want to try myself. I would like to try myself. All alone? It is not far. I can do it. And the other UFO looks notably concerned, but also they're quiet for a little bit. And then they say, You will report once you make it there, yes? And the other one nods and says, I will report. It is all right. And they nod and give a little smile without a mouth. Their eyes kind of squint in happiness, and they say, at ease, as you say. And they turn and they fly away slowly, while the other UFO watches them go.
That's really cute. You've killed me with cuteness.
Oh no. we still need you.
I know. I'm just like picturing Tally just watching this whole interaction happening, and it's just a trash can with two little rubber hose eyes in the darkness.
I'm gonna see if M1A noticed anything. I'm gonna make them roll perception really quickly.
20.
Their antennae perk up, and I think because your stealth roll is higher, they don't see you, but they're looking around, suddenly alert. Query, who is there?
And when it sees the trash can lid shut abruptly.
M1A has had experience with trash cans a lot in the past. They dug through them a lot.
They don't do that, do they, M1A?
Yeah. And usually whenever a trash can makes noise, from their experience, it's because there is a cat. So they're going to descend a little bit and go, hello? Is there a cat here? I do not I will not pet if you do not want.
Hold on, what's my deception roll?
Oh my god.
Please be bad, please be bad.
Oh my god.
No, really good.
That's really good. That's 25. What does Tally do?
Just a little kitty sound.
Oh my god. And when his eyes brighten at that, oh, they really want to pet a cat right now. But they're going to investigate. They're going to actually lift the lid off. And well, what do they see?
Well, it's not a cat. Renee, you open the lid of the trash can and you see two little rubber hose eyes blinking up at you in a very small tune.
M1A is very confused at the sight of this small tune. Query. Is that...
Meow?
I'm going to... Give me a moment. Okay. M1A tilts their head and says, "Observation. You are not a cat. Is there a cat in here with you?"
No, it's just me. Hi. I didn't want to scare you.
Tally is very sheepishly starting to climb out of the trash can.
M1A watches her climb out and replaces the lid on top. And they say, "Query, what were you doing? Were you looking for something?"
Well, no.
Tally just very sheepishly starts twiddling her thumbs.
I may have been eavesdropping a little bit. I'm sorry.
M1A is going to roll intelligence to know what eavesdropping is. 'Cause that's not a term they've heard before.
Gosh. Oh no! Oh
They tilt their head and say, "You dropped something."
Huh?
Tally tilts her head a little confused.
"You dropped eaves?" Query, what is an eve?
Oh, no. Eavesdropping means you hear somebody talking and then you go to listen to them, but without letting them know that you're there.
Oh.
It's like sneaky stuff.
And M1A suddenly brightens a little bit and nods in understanding. "You were spying." And then,
yeah.
And then their expression suddenly furrows a bit. "You were spying."
Tally is oblivious to any negative connotations that this may have. She just sits there. She's just standing there.
Yeah. M1A is going to well, they don't take kindly to that, but also it's not like they've done, it's not like they haven't done the same thing. So they
don't exactly have a leg to stand up on, but then again, they don't have legs in general.
They don't have legs to begin with. So they nod in understanding. They nod, but they're a little curt, but they've stopped with the negative attitude, and they say, But, I am M1A, undefined class. Query, what is your name?
Hi, I'm Tally.
Tally.
And then Tally very politely holds out a little hand to shake.
Okay, M1A is starting to learn about certain gestures, so
Tally's sitting there like,
Wait a second, you don't have hands.
and M1A says, "Oh, wait," and they do a little spin, and they unfold into their armed mode, their winged mode.
oh my gosh.
Here we go, and they offer out their hand as well.
Oh my gosh. Tally like gets like the sparkly eyes, and then she starts shaking Edwin's hand very excitedly, because that is really cool.
Whoa.
Oh, sorry. And
Tally like takes back her hand and like puts them like in front of her. I actually do want to make a quick note because I just remembered in an FPS she had earlier. She currently only has one mitten.
Oh, what happened to her other
Because
mitten?
the other mitten fell off from Shenanigans.
I see.
So the other hand is just a nubbin.
It's just a nubbin.
It's just a nubbin.
Is she using the nubbin hand to shake, or?
Yes.
Oh. M1A has never seen a hand like that before, so, as far as I can remember, hey, does the player remember? What does the player remember? Yes, I'm pretty sure that all the other characters M1A has been with had digits, so so M1A shakes the nubbin and says, "Where are your fingers?"
Oh, I don't have any.
And M1A nods in understanding. Adequate. I do not have legs.
You're silly. I like you.
M1A tips their head and says, "You have decided that very quickly."
Tally just grins. She's a Crunkle warlock. What did you expect?
Oh. But yeah, I think at this point, M1A is looking over at, looking in the direction that their friend went, kind of makes a face, and then kind of turns around and goes towards the main street a bit.
I think Tally's just gonna like kind of follow behind because M1A is very cool.
Oh.
Like wherever M1A is going, Tally is following with like little sparkly eyes.
Oh my god. M1A looks around up and down the street, and they hum a little bit, and then they turn to Tally. Query.
Oh.
I am supposed to explore, but I do not know. I am supposed to gather recon on Toontown so that I know where to go.
Tally nods very seriously.
Well, I know a lot about Toontown because I've lived here a long, long time. So I can show you around if you want.
M1A. I'll roll D2 really quickly.
D2. That's a 1.
That's a 1. You notice that they seem a little. They're their wings droop a little bit, and their antennae droop a little bit, as if they're suddenly thinking of something. And they say, You are going to help me?
Mm-hmm. Well, only if you want to.
And
It'll be fun.
And M1A shakes their head a little bit, and they say, "Oh, okay. Yes, I can. I request that you help me."
Tally nods very seriously once again, and she holds up her little hand.
Oh. M1A, a little bit surprised, just takes it, like, and they take it by like pinching it with their thumb and forefinger, like.
Yes, good.
And now Tally is just gonna start going down the sidewalk holding him in his hand.
Oh my god.
Oh, this is really cute.
This is really cute.
Oh no, this is really cute. They're babies, Your
They're
Honor.
just babies.
They're just babies.
Where is Tally taking M1A?
I think Tally is just kind of wandering down the street. She's going to some of the, well, not super busy, but still kind of busy areas where there's like a lot of businesses.
Oh, nice.
And as she's walking, she's gonna, do some talking and stuff. And
So, how long have you been here?
M1A thinks 5,000, no, 300, no, almost, Woodley Doctor says 10 months.
Oh, that's a long time.
And M1A nods seriously. It is a very long time.
Well, have you seen any of the places in Toontown yet? Cause I know that there's like cafes and stuff, and there's this big superstore thing. I don't know if we can go to that one though. It's across town. There's also the studio, and then there's a toy store. I think actually a little bit. I think it's close to here.
M1A thinks for a bit, because they actually have not been around a lot of Toontown. They have been to Waddleton quite a bit, and they've made a couple forays into Toontown, but yeah, they say, I've been to a kitchen, and that is all, I think.
Tally nods.
And they turn to Tally and say, Query, what is a toy?
And like Tally pauses like walking it down the sidewalk as she thinks for a bit.
Well, a toy is like something that you can use to play with. It's hold on.
And Tally is gonna roll hammer space. That's a 7. Tally very seriously, once again, like this is the most important mission in the world.
Yes.
Takes off her hat and reaches inside, and she pulls out like a little stuffed kitty.
Oh.
It's a little beat up. It's got patches in some places, and one of the button eyes are missing.
Oh.
But it is very soft.
Oh.
And she holds it up very proudly.
M1A's eyes.
This is a toy.
M1A's eyes are sparkling. This is a toy. And they gently pat the cat, the cat's head. And then they perk up. Oh! And they're gonna also roll hammer space. Oh wow, they also got a 7.
Nice.
They fish around in their hammer space, which to you, Tally, just looks like they're reaching behind their wings, and they pull out a doll. It's a floppy little doll, and it's Tally. It's about the same size as M1A. And it has button eyes and a smile and yarn hair, and it looks like it's been carefully mended as well. And they look down at the doll and they say, "Oh, so is this also a toy?"
That's also a toy. Toys come in a lot of different shapes and sizes, and some of them do like cool things, and then some of them don't do anything at all. But there's like a lot of different toys for like whatever you can think of, and it's really cool.
M1A is, they stare down at their doll and back at yours, and their eyes are like, they're genuinely interested. They say, I would like to see these toys."
Oh, well, I did say there's a toy store.
And like Tally like looks around.
It should be. I think it's around this corner, actually.
And then Tally's gonna reach out for M1A's hand again.
M1A is gonna carefully put the doll back into the hammer space, and they're gonna pinch Tally's hand again.
Tally leading M1A with one hand and holding the little stuffed kitty in the other.
Oh my god.
Is very determinedly walking down the sidewalk like she owns it.
In a way, she probably does. How long has she been?
Oh, you have no idea.
Yeah.
Neither does she. Yeah. But she's been here a while.
Yeah.
Just struts down the sidewalk, turns the corner, and lo and behold, on the right-hand side of the street is a little toy shop.
So many. So much.
Yes.
M1A is going to... Is it a la the title card? Is it a big window with a bunch of toys inside?
Oh, yes, absolutely.
M1A is going to go up to the window and I guess roll perception to see how much they see, or just get lost in the sight of so much toys.
Lost in the sauce. Lost in the toy sauce.
Lost in the toy sauce. Perception. That's a 21.
21.
I imagine they can see a lot of different kinds of toys. And and they see dolls that are similar to what they have. They see what looks like a plane. Woodley taught them about that. They see little plastic toys. They see a train. They see wooden toys. They see a whole lot, and they look at Tally with wide eyes. Yeah. And they say, "Query, how many toy is there?"
A lot. There's a lot. And cause even if there's already toys here, they keep making new ones like every day. So there's just a lot. It's just a lot.
There is a lot. There are over 1,000. There are over 1,000,000. There are a lot. There are many. There are many, many.
I think Tally's just giggling as she starts wandering over to the door of the little toy shop, and she's gonna very carefully open it. There's like a little tinkling sound.
And when a jolts at the tinkling sound, and then they realize where Tally's gone, and they follow.
Yee.
Tally leads Monet inside, and boy howdy, if you thought the window had a lot of toys, there's so many more!
Hang on. I'm gonna roll. Oh. That's a 4. That was a wisdom save.
Oh no!
M1A is mumbling to themselves, there are many, there are lots and lots, there are many, and they are drifting to all corners of the store and the shelves, and they're gone. They're like looking at everything. They see a stuffed animal. They see Lagos, the totally not
Lagos.
They see Lagos. They see Lago sets. They see
Lago sets.
They see form shifters. They see my tiny horsies. They see they see
Oh, have you ever like been in like a toy store where like there's this big cage made of like the strings and there's just huge balls inside of them, like the big rubber ones?
Yeah.
One of those.
There's one of those. And hey, M1A might just run into one of those.
I'm just picturing like everybody just zipping around and like Tally's like,
Oh boy. Okay.
just like trying to jog and keep up.
Oh boy.
But it's very hard because Tally can't fly.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe I can roll insight really quickly to see if M1A notices that, hey, Tally's still there. Nope. That's a 7.
Lost in the sauce.
They're lost in the sauce. Tally, what do you do?
I think like Tally's like looking around at like the toy shelves and Oh, do you know like those little wooden whistles that sound like trains?
Yeah.
I think Tally is gonna go on a hunt for one of those to like try to get M1A's attention.
Ooh.
I'm gonna see that would be investigation.
Yeah, probably investigation.
Oh, that's just a straight T20
Oh,
for Tally.
no. Come on. Oh, that's a 17. That's great.
Tally starts swooping down the different aisles, just running with her little feet, and eventually, after scouring the shelves, she finds one of those little train whistle toys, and then she just makes 2 loud toots. Toot, toot.
I'm gonna say M1A at least hears it, and they stop up and they go, "Oh, what was that? What was that?" And they're going to investigate, so they can at least see where it was. That's a 22. Moments, seconds after you blow that whistle, suddenly
teleports behind you.
Teleports behind you.
Hi.
Hello. What is that?
Oh, this is a whistle. If you blow into it, then it makes little train sounds. Like, listen.
And then Tally makes the toot toot again.
Oh my gosh. M1A. Oh, Query. May I try?
Sure.
And Tally, very gingerly, again, with the most seriousness she could muster, bestows M1A this sacred toy.
It's the sacred whistle. And M1A brings up the toy and clink.
Oh,
It lands against their helmet.
no!
And they quietly lower it and they say, "Amendment. I do not have a mouth."
Tally, I picture Tally just like reaching up and patting, just like there.
M1A's fine with that, but yeah, they're running into a few occasions where they come across something that requires a mouth or to use, and they go, "Nope, it doesn't work."
Yeah.
It it is a good sound though, and they hand it back to you.
Yeah.
Tally takes a little train whistle, and she's actually considering keeping it because it kind of sounds like Rad's doots.
Oh,
She can make little doots with Rad.
Doot to doot communication.
Doot to doot communication.
I think M1A's kind of calmed down a little bit from their initial rush around the store. So they're next to you, Tally, and they're looking around at the shelves.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, this toy store definitely has like a variety of different toys, because like not only is there more classical stuff like little wooden trains and like things made of wood, like there's a rocking horse in one corner, I imagine, and then maybe there's bubble wands.
Oh man.
And stuff like that. There's also stuff that resembles things you'd see out in space, because there is Star-Cause merch.
Oh shit, that's right.
There is one whole section dedicated to Star-Cause merch.
M1A is, well, at first they're drawn to the rocking horse. They retreat into their little UFO state and they just sit on it. It doesn't really do anything.
Oh, I feel like Tally like wanders over and's like,
Oh, here. With this one, you gotta do this.
and then Tally very carefully bends the rocking horse forward and then lets it go, and it starts rocking back and forth with M1A on it.
And M1A is they're a little bit startled at the movement, but they go, oh.
Mm-hmm.
It's
kind of fun, because it kind of feels a little bit like an actual horse. Or at least I think that's what it's supposed to do.
M1A gives a sage nod as they're rocking from your perspective side to side, because they landed on it facing you.
Aw, that's really cute.
And then they catch sight of the Star-Cause stuff, and they ascend and they look over at the little model spaceships.
Yee! Yee!
And they're gonna.
One of them is one of those ones made of Legos.
Oh my god, yes. The full set. The
full set, the giant one.
The giant one. The big chunk.
Death disco ball.
The death disco ball with 40,000 pieces.
40,000 pieces.
They look over at Tally and they say, "Query, what are these?"
Which one is when I ask you about specifically?
Just the general Star-Cause spaceships.
Okay. Oh, those are toys that are based off of a movie that came out a little bit ago. I think it's called Star-Cause. Rad really loves it. I think I went to watch it once, but I may have fallen asleep.
And Tally kind of like sheepishly is pressing her hands together.
Oh. M1A tilts their head. Oh, Star-Cause.
Mm-hmm.
Is it a scary movie?
I don't think it's scary. I think it's more like one of those funny ones. Like, comedy.
Funny.
It's like a movie that's meant to make you laugh.
And they look over at the spaceships. And
Have you seen a lot of movies?
M1A kind of blinks and they shake their head actually. I have heard of movies. I have not watched one.
Oh. Well, my dad works at like the studio that actually makes a couple of the movies. If you want, maybe I can ask him if we could go see one.
Oh.
That way you can have your first movie.
And when a thinks about this, and they think they say, Cody friend might like that.
Oh, they could come along too. That should be a lot of fun for both of you.
M1A gives a small nod, and then kind of looks at the space backdrop of Star Cause and says, "This is meant to be in round space?"
Mm-hmm. It takes place in like this in like the galaxy, and then there's like spaceship fights, and then there's a planet made of cheese, and
Tilly starts rambling.
M1A gives a small frown and says, "Oh, round space is not like that. This film speaks lies."
Well, not all movies are true. Sometimes they make stuff up because it's cool, but it's not like the truth.
And when they kind of they think to themselves a bit, "Oh, so it is like a song or a story."
Yeah, it's like a story, but it's played on a screen and you get to watch it.
Oh,
Yeah.
I've listened to a story that was read. I've never watched a story.
Mhm. I like both reading and like watching stories, cause movies are just like stories, but you watch them, and it's really neat.
M1A nods. And then they look at Star Cause, the Star Cause merch again, and they say, "This is silly." And they drift over after looking at the ice cream after looking at the ice cream ship for a little bit.
The ice cream spaceship.
The ice cream spaceship. They move on.
Oh, man, that's really cute. Oh my god. Oh.
One day they're going to watch that movie, mark my word.
One day. One day.
I think the next place they arrive at, though, is the stuffed animal aisle.
Oh, yeah.
And I feel like with some stuffed animals, some are very like small and compact and cute, and then they just kind of get bigger and bigger, and there's like maybe one or two that like is a centerpiece of the store or the aisle.
Yeah. Like big stuffed animals big enough that they might as well be beanbags. Especially compared to these two. Because these two are
they're very little.
Small.
They're very little.
They're very small.
They cannot carry.
They could certainly try.
They could try, yeah. M1A is kind of, their eyes widen and they go, "Oh!" And they start looking around the stuffed animals. "Oh."
Yeah. Tyler's just trailing behind and watching M1A like look at everything.
And they point to a duck and they say, "Oh, like Woodlick Doctor. Woodlick Professor." And they look over at a little black kitten. They drift over to that and they go, "Oh, like Tally Friend. You sounded very much like a cat."
I guess I kind of did, huh?
And you also look, you also see them drift towards, you don't know what it is. It's some kind of like orange Muppety thing with not a lot of defined features, and you feel like if you gave it to a small child, it would probably scare them. And they go, "Oh, engineer, engineer," and they drift on.
Engineer.
And then they finally find a bunny.
A little bunny.
A bunny with it's got fairly long limbs and like very floppy ears, but it has very soft fur. It's probably like a blue color. And
Yes.
with beady
Yes.
eyes. And and M1A regards this for a sec. And they pick it up. It's about their size. And they say, "Oh.
Do you think your friend would like that?
M1A looks at Tally and says, I have Luna. I have Luna to practice how to hug. Maybe Cody needs practice too. They do not want to take Luna away from me, but even though I offered."
Tally is like nodding along.
And M1A suddenly, let's see if they remember how this process goes. That's a nat one.
That's a nat one.
They, with the bunny tucked under one arm, they look around a bit more, and then they quite confidently start heading towards the exit.
Tally like starts seeing that and is like,
Wait, M&A, hold on.
Oh, what?
Hold on.
What?
and like Tally very quickly motions M1A to go back in the back to a space where the shelves are, where there isn't like other customers.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of milling about.
Oh, Query, what is it? I would like to
You
take
gotta
this.
be careful. You gotta be careful, because if somebody sees you taking it without paying for it, then you're gonna get in trouble.
And when they blink, they go, oh. And they nod and they say, yes, it was similar with Glurp Shopper. And they...
Corp Shopper, that's really cute. I'm sorry, I couldn't... Oh, that's so cute.
They don't know what the proper term for shopkeep is. They perk up and they...
I have a question.
And like Tally like raises a hand like she's in school.
And when they kind of hesitates at this, and then they point at Tally. Yes, you.
How come you say words after people's names? Like you said engineer earlier, and then you said Chifley teacher. Stuff like that.
M1A blinks and they go, oh, and they kind of hug the bunny to themselves a little bit and look a little bit self-conscious. They say, where I am from, it is polite to refer to someone with their name and their function.
Oh, is that what you called me, Tally friend?
And M1A slowly nods. Because whether I understand it or not, many people end up wanting to be friends. Do you have another function, Tally?
And, like, at this, Tally kind of sheepishly starts kicking at the floor.
I used to have one, but it wasn't one I liked very much. But now I can. Marcel says that I can have time to find my own function, I guess. It's just a matter of figuring out what I want to do. And I don't have to figure it out immediately. It's something I can decide when I'm ready.
And M1A looks at Tally a little surprised, and they say, "Oh, Query, do you not worry if you do not find a function? Or if you're not very good at it?"
I think I worry about it sometimes. Because sometimes I worry if I'm not going to be good at stuff. But, my dad's and my friends, and they're helping me with it, and they, yeah.
Like, Tally's just kind of, like, embarrassedly just tapping her hands together again.
M1A kind of, they seem to look at Tally, really take in what she said. Many people here seem to go through something similar. I'm unsure of what my function is, but I think I know what I need to do. But outside of that, I am unsure.
Tally nods, and she kind of, like, does the thing where she, like, reaches up and, like, pats one of M1A's arms. Because, like, she has noticed that M1A has mentioned practicing with hugs and stuff, so she doesn't want to, like, hug immediately in case they're uncomfortable with it.
Yeah.
And Tally just goes,
"It's okay if you don't know right away. It's a matter of time and learning what you want to do. Cause doing what you want to do is very important. Because if you do something you don't want to do, then that's not fun."
And M1A frowns and they mutter to themselves, I thought that was what you were supposed to do. And then they shake their head and look around at all the toys and all the options and all the variety, and they say, it is difficult to know where to start.
Tally nods enthusiastically in agreement.
It is hard. There's just a lot. There's a lot.
And M1A does a small kind of, it is hard, and it is a lot. Why is there a lot? It is so much. I cannot remember it all.
Oh, if somebody could remember all of the things, then they'd probably have a headache because there's so much.
That's too much. That's too much storage.
Too much.
And suddenly they perk up and they go, "Oh, wait, you said Marcel." As in Marcel cook? Marcel friend?
Oh, you know Marcel?
Oh.
And, like, Tally is very excited and she's kind of, like, bouncing in place.
He is. I think he is very wise.
He is.
And Tally nods.
He has taught me and Cody the wonders and dangers of sugar.
Yeah, Marcel's really good at making sweets and stuff.
Gosh, I'm gonna really quickly look in Tally's inventory.
Oh my god. Oh no.
Oh, hold on. Actually,
yeah.
This is a cute one.
Oh.
Okay, so I'm gonna roll hammer space. Boop. That's an 8. Tally reaches into her hat and she pulls out a little lollipop.
Oh.
And I'm gonna copy and paste it into the chat. This is a lollipop. And the description is, when sweet dreams are far from reach, these handy candies will help you rest easy. Each batch of sugar that goes into a lollipop is carefully hand mixed with a cocktail of comforts to send you easily into restful slumber and ensure your dreams are sweet. Mechanically, it doesn't have any real effect. For flavor, eating one makes you very, very sleepy.
Oh.
Yeah! Tally holds up this little piece of candy proudly.
And when they go a bit starry-eyed, but they also kind of accept it with some caution, and they say, this
This one's made of sugar, yeah, but it's kind of like, cause normally sugar makes you like super hyper and like really happy and stuff, but this one makes you very sleepy. And then it makes your dreams, nice. Because sometimes when it's hard to sleep and you get bad dreams, then it's hard to get the sleep that you need.
M1A looks down at this lollipop and turns it over in their hands, and they kind of think to themselves, maybe Cody friend would like that.
Tally nods.
And they put it away, but they also nod solemnly to Tally. Usually, sugar is for emergencies only.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I one time I gave my little brother Rad a piece of candy, and he was like a pinball machine. He was just bouncing off the walls, and he broke so many things. And
M1A quietly, they nod in understanding, and then they seem to look around almost inconspicuous, trying to be as inconspicuous as possible, and they hover down next to Tally and say, the truth is candy is for emergencies, yes, but it is very tasty, and I like having one even when it is not an emergency.
Oh.
Tally nods very seriously.
And my friend Cody, they have tried candy once, and it took them 2 seconds to crash into a wall. They do not have candy anymore.
That's silly.
And they think it's silly that I still like candy, but I like it. I like candy. But, and they put on a serious face, but it is for emergencies. Mostly.
Yeah. I used to be that way with sugar stuff a long time ago, but then I think I got used to it.
You must be very strong.
And Tally just kind of shakes her head.
I'm not that strong. if you want to see somebody strong, you gotta see my dad. He's huge.
And Tally like holds both arms up above her head, as wide as far as they can go, which is pretty far considering she's a rubber hose.
Yeah. And M1A looks up at this massive illustration that Tally provided and says, "Observation. That is indeed huge."
Yeah. And he's super strong, and he can lift the couch. The whole couch.
Whoa. M1A's eyes are wide. That's very strong.
Very strong.
At this point, though, they say, "Lift the couch." Oh, wait. And they remember that they have a bunny under their arm.
Oh, yes, that they were going to shoplift.
Yeah. Lift the couch. Oh, And they're going to check the price tag for this bunny.
What is the price tag of this bunny?
Look, I know we're both kind of the DM here, but how much would a stuffed animal go for?
Well, in Glorps, depending on the size, it costs a different amount of gold pieces. Littler ones cost like 1 gold piece, and medium-sized ones 2. I know the huge ones cost like 4.
Yeah.
So it's probably only like 1 or 2 gold pieces for this little guy.
Yeah, I'd say so. It says 1 GP, and they nod. They say, "Oh, I could take this. I could also exchange the shiny thing, the shiny GP, for goods and services." And they're gonna roll a D2.
They're gonna roll a D2.
They buy it, or they decide that 1 GP is too much.
That's a 1.
That's a 1. They've decided, all right, affirmative. And they hover all the way over to the front counter.
Cool. This is the part where I admit that Tally has no money. And I'm actually gonna roll a sleight of hand.
Oh my god. That's a nat 1. Oh no.
Tally goes to put the little train whistle that she's had this whole time into her hat, and she drops it and it hits the floor.
Oh no.
And then she just looks at it sadly before sighing.
You hear a voice from the front counter. It's like, "Oh, hey, you okay? You dropped something there?"
Oh, yeah, sorry. I was just putting this back.
And then Tally very quickly picks it up and runs it back to where she found it.
Uh-oh. I'm in the red. I might sound a bit robot-y. Okay, there we go. And when A looks back at Tally a little bit confused, and then turns back to the shopkeep, and they say, "I would like this one." All right, that will be I'd say 1 GP. You got that right. And M1A will reluctantly. Actually, I'm gonna make them roll hammer space. Just
roll hammer space, yeah.
That's a 5. They take out 1 GP and they slide it over with some hesitation. Oh, that's all good. You want a bag for that? And when they kind of makes a face and they go, No, I will carry it. All right. Have a lovely day. You too, little one. You didn't get hurt, did you? So stuff falls over all the time, you know?
No, I'm okay.
Tally's saying desperately.
Yeah. And
because I will admit, while M1A has been buying things. Tally went into the back corner to try and steal it again.
Oh.
Hold on.
Uh-oh. Let's see.
Hmm.
Oh,
24.
24. You get off scot-free. There's no way.
That is a lot better, yeah. And she put the whistle back in the right spot, and then took a different whistle.
Excellent.
It still makes the same one, but
yeah.
Will they notice that Telly put it back and took the other one? Maybe. Who knows?
Maybe. Who knows? For now, the shopkeep's like, what a sweet kid, and waves you both goodbye as Tally and M1A go out the shop.
Yeah. You have acquired stuffed bunny.
Acquired stuffed bunny. Very floppy bunny.
Very floppy.
And M1A looks at the bunny and says, I hope Cody will like this.
I'm sure that they will. It's a very nice bunny.
And M1A nods and then kind of thinks a bit and says, I do not think I've seen a bunny before.
Well, bunnies are very soft and they're very squishy, and their nose does this little thing where they twitch. I can't show you because I don't have a nose, but
it is all right. I do not have a nose either.
I also don't have ears, and Tally pushes aside some of her hair to show that in fact that she does not have ears.
And when their antennae twitch a little bit, they say, it is all right. I do not have ears either. What a strange creature this bunny is.
Yeah, it's got real big ears for listening for stuff. Huge.
Huge.
Kelly once again makes the huge arm stretchy thing.
One day, there are really so many things here in Inkwell.
There's a lot of things to learn and a lot of things to see. There is a zoo around here, I think, but we might want to save that for another time.
M1A blinks and they tilt their head. Query, zoo.
Oh, a zoo is a place where they keep animals, and it's where they keep them safe and make sure that they're fed and make sure that they're that they can
Telly has to think. Why do they keep them at the zoo? Why do they? Why are the animals there? And now Tally's thinking about it.
Meanwhile, M1A, while Tally's thinking, M1A is looking back at the bunny and says, I wonder if there are bunnies there.
There might be. If there's a petting zoo, there will definitely be bunnies because they're very soft.
You can pet the bunny?
That's what a petting zoo is for. It has a bunch of really nice animals that are used to people, and then you pet them.
And M1A's eyes kind of, you sense that they're being restrained in their excitement. But they say...
Restraining the vibrating.
Yeah, they say, affirmation. I would like to go to the zoo. But, and they look down at the bunny again. I have to give this to Cody first. I need to make sure they went to Chifley Teachers safe.
You said that they were going to report, right?
Oh, yes. Oh. And Tally, you barely hear it, but there's a little buzzing sound around one of M1A's antennae, and it perks up. And they look, and Tally, you can hear some quiet beeping from someplace else. The beeping is in kind of a pattern. It's like beep, 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 beep.
Ooh.
And M1A listens for a bit, and they nod, and they say, "Oh, they're safe."
Oh, yay!
And like Tally does like a little clap.
That's good.
Yes, I was worried, but Cody is getting stronger. I just hope this will help make them more strong. And they hold up the bunny.
Yeah. Are they hurt or something?
M1A kind of, there's a little bit of a guarded expression on their face, but if you like, Tally, you can roll insight.
Rolling insight.
Let's see.
That's a +4. That's a 14. This might be a little bit beyond baby.
A little bit beyond baby. You do notice that M1A, you do pick up that their mood has soured a little bit at that question. They seem a bit more distant, but they give a small nod and they say, Cody is healing in many ways. That is what I have been told.
Tally nods.
Well, I've been told from some people that sometimes the best way to help with healing is just give them time and to give them lots of love, because love is very important.
And when A looks over,
and Tally says this very matter-of-factly.
And when A turns to Tally and says, love is very important. I do not know how much love I can give. I do not know if I am capable of it. I think I will.
I think everybody's capable of it, at least a little bit.
And when A nods.
If you don't understand it, that's okay. Sometimes figuring out love takes a little bit of time. I know it took me a while to figure it out, but then I found out about families and stuff, and then it was really nice.
Family. And they look at you, Tally, and say, Tally, friend, I think you are very lucky, and it seems that you are very strong.
I think like Tally's of like a mix of wanting to like puff out her chest in pride and also shy away in embarrassment. So it's like a very awkward, like she's shifting her position a little bit, unsure how to respond between the two.
Oh.
In the end, I think she just sheepishly like rubs the back of her neck, like, oh gosh, okay.
Oh. What is the matter? Is your neck hurt?
No, I just... Nobody's ever really said I'm strong before.
And when A looks at the bunny and slowly puts it into their hammer's face, and they say, You speak many wise things, like Marcel Cook. And you say, and you know many things. You know many things about being hurt and deciding things and having fun. These are things I am only just learning. I think
It's okay if you take your time to learn them. You don't have to rush everything. It's just slow.
Yes, and I think for you to have learned a lot of that, I think you are very strong.
This is me, Avi, dying.
Oh.
I'm dying. This is really cute. Oh my gosh. Ah! I think Tally's just, at this point, Tally's just beaming.
Oh.
It's just like the biggest little grin you've ever seen.
Oh my gosh. Oh, Tally. And M1A nods and says, "All right. I think I must meet up with my friend."
Okay. Do you want me to walk home with you, or do you want to go by yourself?
M1A looks at you, Tally, a bit surprised. You do not have to accompany me. I can be strong enough to do that.
You are strong. I know that, but sometimes it's better just to go with somebody to have company, you know.
And M1A they think about this for a bit, and then they give a small nod. Only if it is not inconveniencing your mission.
I don't have to be home till a bit later anyway, so it's okay.
Okay. Parameters set. And I think both of them will start walking in the direction of Chifley's house down the street.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
This is so cute.
this is really cute. And do you think that's
really
a good place to stop it, or?
I had a cute idea.
Oh, please continue.
I feel like as Tally is, they finally get to Chifley's house, and Tally makes a very serious nod once they get there, and
Well, it was very nice to meet you, and I'm very glad that we got to hang out. I guess I'll see you later, okay?
And M1A turns to look at Tally, and they say, oh, yes, yes, I would like to see you later.
Tally beams again. She goes,
Okay, we can see each other later then.
and then Tally's gonna reach into her hammer space real quick.
Oh, that's an 8.
And she pulls out a little piece of paper and a pencil, and she writes down her address on it.
Oh my god.
It's the spelling is not great.
Yeah.
The E's are all backwards.
Oh.
But she does her best. And presents it to M1A very seriously, as she has with many things today.
M1A, mirroring her seriousness, accepts it, and they look down at the writing, and they kind of squint a little bit in confusion. Oh, there are many 3s in your address.
Tally looks a little confused for a second.
Oh, those are supposed to be E's.
Oh.
Oh, I might have read them backwards again.
And they nod at that, but they brighten a little bit at understanding, and they say, yes, learning a lot of things is a bit difficult, but they fold it up and they put it in their hammer space for later. I will see you again.
Okay. I'll see you later, M1A friend.
And then Tally gives a very cheerful little wave, and she's gonna start running down the street to start heading home.
Oh my god. And M1A watches her go and fiddles a little bit with their fingers a bit, and they look up at the sky, which I think is starting to darken to night, and they mumble to themselves a little bit. Mere sparks are we. And they head over to knock on Shifley's door. And I think that's where we can end it. Yay!
Oh, that was the cutest
That
thing.
was so cute.
That was adorable.
That's,
Oh my god.
My teeth are rotting. That's how cute it was.
Yeah, no kidding. They're just babies, Your Honor.
They're just too baby. This was baby squared the FPS.
Baby squared the FPS. The babining.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, this was a delight. Oh my gosh.
Awesome. Alrighty. I think I'll wrap up the recording here. Yes, thank you
for listening, everybody.
Thank you guys so much for listening, current listeners and future listeners on YouTube. And we'll see you again soon. Take care.
Take care. Bye.
Bye.